Hello, everybody. My name is Alex Hubacher, and my video is about marketing the automobile. The first advertising of the automobile was in a newspaper in 1898, and it was for the Winton Motor Carriage. And their main slogan was "Dispense with a horse," which at the time the main mode of transportation was a horse, so that was probably a pretty powerful message at the time. The golden age of automotive advertising is believed to be the 1960s. The advertisements advertisements were a form of art. These were the beautiful paintings or drawings or pictures, and they told a story. For example, in the one in the middle, the pink Pontiac, the slogan um, was that it kind of helps you hit on girls, and you can see that in the photo. He's showing off his car to the pretty lady, and seems to be working. So that was a big selling point for them at the time. Um, in the 1970s, they kind of focused more on their slogan, especially with the rise of cable television. If they threw their slogan from their commercial onto their picture ad, it was very powerful. And you can really see that here with the bigger slogan, smaller text, and drawings or pictures of the car. In the 80s, they moved to it being all about status. And the main focus with status was performance. In the 80s, cars got more powerful, they got faster, they got prettier, and some uglier. But the main selling point was speed. And you can see that in that Mustang ad in the bottom right, um, or even the bottom left, that Porsche 911 ad. And it was really just all about like going fast. In the 1990s, car advertising took quite a turn. The age of the sports car, the age of horsepower per se, was kind of over, and people wanted something practical, reliable, and most of all, something that looked good. Now, in my opinion, none of these cars actually look good, um, but that was the main focus point: was a sleek car that makes you look quite professional. Um, Also, companies kind of ditched the drawings of their cars. A lot of those previous ads from the 80s and the 70s and the 60s were drawings. It was really pretty pieces of art. But they ditched that in the 90s and they just kind of just started taking pictures, which was kind of boring. And another big focus point for these ads was safety. Safety was a big thing. That's kind of the safety revolution, if you could say. My parents kind of went through that as well. It's when people actually started to want to be safe, kind of crazy. So that was a big focus point as well. Seatbelts, airbags, all kinds of safety equipment, crumble zones. That was a big focus point with advertising. The 2000s and 2010s was a technological revolution with the automobile. Hybrids, um, more advanced radios, more advanced technology, um, stuff like that. GPS, hybrids, so such as the Prius. Infotainment systems started to get big. The touchscreen was first introduced in the 2010s, and that really kicked it off. And also, ads really focused on the lifestyle. You can see in the top right that Jeep advertisement advertises that it's a rugged, off-road capable vehicle that you can really take anywhere. How does automotive marketing affect my career? See, I'm studying automotive management as well as a minor in marketing. Therefore, this is kind of huge. This is kind of my life. Um, and automotive marketing has been a big part of my life. As someone who's recently bought a new vehicle, and as somebody who really just loves watching just car advertisements. I grew up watching, old Top Gear, and that show is pretty much just an advertisement for cars, just one big advertisement for multiple cars. And that was a huge part of my life, and that's something that I really hope to take into my field and create advertising of my own for wherever I go. For example, I might be doing social media for my car dealership this summer, and that is huge. I can use some of this research that I've done for this project to make great social media advertising for the dealership. My hopes for the future of automotive advertising are that cars will turn back time, and I hope that advertising goes too. I want cars to be prettier, and I want their advertisements to be prettier as well. I feel like a lot of car advertisements nowadays are very boring. They're very bland, and it's mostly just like some robot teleprompter telling you a bunch of dealership numbers that are sent in to the advertising company. And in my opinion, it's really boring. And I look at an ad like that and I'm like, I don't want to buy that car. So I think we should turn the tides, go back to what it was, and advertise better. And I think it would be a big help to a lot of companies since it's a not very big market for new cars right now, especially with the new tariffs and all kinds of stuff. A change in advertising could be a big, big swing for the new car market. Thank you.